Good morning, good morning. Just left Cody, Wyoming, heading east towards Graybull and Tensleep, the land of Joe Picket, legendary game warden. Character of CJ Box. I'm on a mission. Look at this beautiful country. Wide open Wyoming. Had a good night last night. Had real good sleep. King Suite. You know, there's places that I love to camp, but sometimes camping, it's a nice lake or a view or something. Saves you a lot of money. Trees are similar. But when you go downtown at the end of the day, and if you had time, I guess that's what these trips are about, the reconnaissance. But you get up in the morning, and as you're leaving, you see all these other great little inns. And, I should have stayed there. I would have loved to stay there. A nice little bar next door. And there was a place next, I think it was called Fatty's Ribs, right next door. And they told me, like when I pulled off of the 120 coming in, I could smell it. And so the first thing I saw was this Fatty's Ribs, and I saw a hotel right next to it, and there was a restaurant right at that. I said, bang! I pulled right in, got off. King Suite, $135 US. Anything that's within striking distance of the Beartooth Pass or Yellowstone is going to pay, and that's not a bad price. Not compared to further out in the old, redone historical towns. So anyway, back to the point, it's just nice room, real good shower, relaxing, sort everything out, come outside, walk over, have a couple, 2-3 cold beer, the meal, but anyway, you take it. And then a real good sleep, and then there was a lot of bikers around, get to talk to a few people. But I guess the point being is I like to interact a little bit, get a feel for what's going on, and probably could have stayed another day, picked another spot, but this is what I ride for. This is absolutely what I ride for. So I'm early to rise out of Cody on my way to Tensleep. Wow! Look at this. Man, oh man. I got goosebumps. I got the shivers. Unreal. Yesterday's video, the Beartooth Pass. Today, oh man. I could pull over and just stand here with a coffee and just stare at this. I think what pulls me to connect to this is the realization. You pull this road out of here, the gravel, the tire, the oil, the dirt, and just let the land continue. And at some point in history, native tribes, wildlife roam this, undisturbed by man. And I think that's what I connect with. There's a road here now and a few fence lines. But just look as far as you can see. Just horizon to horizon. And the geography changes as you move along. And it maybe pulls in different thoughts, but I try to stay away from the city because you enter the gimmicks and you enter, the traps. But out here, all that stuff is gone and you just kind of settle into your thought. And the only thing that may change with the weather, may change is the. I'm going to let this truck pass. Just kind of want to roam along. But as I was saying, the only thing that may change is the thought of the tribes that, the native tribes that inhabited that land back then and how they lived. And then the settlers that moved in. But just, look at the expansiveness of this land. Wow. Come a long way to see this, but I'm certainly being rewarded. We're closing in on the 10 sleep area. The visions of the stories of Joe Picket are coming into a fictional reality. Burning grass. I think the term for all these little draws down in there are coulees. All these little things down in there. Cattle, they say the cattle go down in around the coulees. Just as I envisioned it. Wow. So much like Arizona. Just amazing. Let me tell you, you can have all the Laconias and all the Sturgises and all the Daytonas you want. Keep them. Keep everybody over there. You just leave this for me. my God. I mean, look at this area. Canyon Creek, Wyoming, 10 sleep. I think I'm going to run into a little rain up here. See that big dark cloud over me? Up here at about 6,000, 7,000 feet. I haven't noticed any of the vehicles with their wipers on yet, but it's got all the telltale signs of being right on that edge. Come out of it soon.